What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Gameplays, and today we are going to be soloing the EN06 Guardian. Let's do this. So I want to show you real quick what my loadout is. These are my cards. I'm going to show you my legendary cards real fast. Listen, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. You're welcome to go back and pause the video anytime, no problem. I'm also going to show you my 50 cal here while I fix it, and I'm going to show you my Gauss minigun right here while I fix that. Also, you're welcome to pause at any time, talk about what kind of legendaries I have on there. Now, I could have done this better. I really could have. After the video that I made yesterday, I was really like into this, and I told my wife, I'm just gonna run through it. I bet I can, you know what I mean, whatever. And I actually soloed it before, and I was like, I can do it better than that. So I did this one, and now I'm thinking of ways that I could improve and do better again. Let's start with a glitch. It's a good time for that. So I just wanted to run through it real quick. Now I'm commenting after the fact, so I already know that I beat it. You know what I'm saying? Spoiler alert, it's good. Let me take some Psycho Buff here real quick, and I think that's all. I got Psycho Buff, I got Perfect Bubblegum, always Perfect Bubblegum. I don't fuck around. Go over to Foundation, pick that up from Samuel real quick, and we're just going to start in on them. Now, there's a couple of things that I wanted to say right off of the bat that makes this a million times easier. And the first one is the 4-star perk that you get to put on all of your armor, which is Reflective. Reflective is insane. It sends back 10% of all damage done to you from something else. Now, I only have 2 of those perks. I didn't take pictures of my armor, but I'll let you know right now. I only have 2 4-star reflective perks on. Now, if you take a look at the hit bar for the EN06 Guardian's shield generator, you'll notice that it's taking these rapid drops. Those rapid drops are not me shooting it. Those rapid drops are just it taking reflective damage from me. Now, I am wearing Ricochet, and you can see that in the cards. You see the little guy just popped up right there. Ricochet is very helpful, but reflective just adds to it in an insane way. Now, if I had Troubleshooter as a 1-star perk on any of these, this would have been a million times easier. I am not wearing any Troubleshooter at all. Why? Because I didn't have time to put it on this new suit, and I didn't care that much. But I've watched other people do it, and it's dope. So now I'm going to pull out a little heavier gun here, because we're going to try and tear them up a little bit. And one of the problems that I had was that I'm not doing this bloodied. I'm doing this with a full health build, and as you know, full health builds don't have the greatest damage output. So my Gauss minigun here is still running at between 200 and 300 points of damage per shot. Now, one of the reasons why I run a Gauss and not Holy Fire or whatever else is simply because of the amount of ammo that you can store without having to reload, which in this case is 500 rounds. That really helps, especially when you're trying to get through this thing right at the end. It tears it up real hard, but I bet you could run a bunch of other stuff. I've seen people run an auto axe on this thing, and they beat the crap out of it, dude. Actually, I think it was the new cauteriser. So I'm going to switch back to the 50 cal. If you didn't already notice, I'm going to let you all know right now, I do have a vampire perk on both of these, which again means I deal a little less damage, but at the same time, it means I always have health. So I'm not really worrying, again, so much about everything. And also, I just have not built this suit out yet when I have, stuff to mitigate damage from robots, and, I have some of the other buffs that come with I don't even have calibrated shocks yet. I just got the jetpack. So, I mean, and I've been through the raid 60 times. I don't know. I've been through this raid a lot, and it's going to be, it's going to be a grind for anybody that wants to get all the stuff for this suit. It probably took me, I'm not joking, 30 times completely through the raid, front to back, before I got the helmet. The helmet did not want to drop for me for whatever reason. And then I got 3 of them back to back and ended up scrapping 2 of them. I was just I was so frustrated with it. Here we go. You're going to notice there are times where I am just shooting it in the chest, and it's doing 0 damage, but it is maintaining my health while it attacks me, and it's one of the damage mitigators that I use to just keep my ass alive, but at the same time, it's taking tons of reflective damage. Technically, you don't even actually have to hit it. You know what I'm saying? The damage mitigation is, as long as you can handle that with buffs and armor and whatever else, the reflective damage enough is enough to destroy this thing. And it's a secret that I'm sure that the devs knew, and we're all going to find out here real quick. Once we all get a 4-star legendary up on our thing, this thing is going to be over fast. It's going to be over extra fast. Now again, my big problem was not taking down the shield. The shield goes down pretty fast. No problem, because it's busy firing at you. The problem is once you're done with the shield, you don't get a whole lot of attacks from the Guardian, because the Guardian kind of stops attacking you, which means you don't get reflective damage, which means that you have to tear this thing off completely on your own. And this is where a bloodied build would absolutely shine out, where my full health build is just not doing so, because I'm limited in how much damage I can actually put down range. I can get some, but not near as much as I would if I was bloodied. But then again, I just don't think I have the armor for the damage mitigation right now that would allow me to be bloodied, because I've seen someone do bloodied and it was dope. It was crazy. I'm just not there yet. So we're gonna reload this. We're gonna pop out the 50 cal. We're gonna reload that, and then we're gonna get going here. Boom. Let's get a couple of shots in real quick before it turns off, and then it's turned off. We're gonna make some moves. The pillar starts to get chewed up. We just move over to the next pillar. Obviously smashing lots of stim packs and whatnot. But again, you can see the reflective damage, especially when I'm aiming at its torso as opposed to being in VATS. These big, massive jumps that it takes. And the body is taking some damage. You know what I mean? Which is good. But, oh my gosh. Another thing that's really helpful with this that I didn't bring is like company tea and coffee and stuff like that. Anything that has AP regen, those things are immensely helpful. Completely forgot. Yeah, and again, don't have calibrated shocks on this thing. So once I got it on and I was ready to go, I'm like, I'm not going back. I don't care. We're just going to run through this. We're going to make it happen. And I did it without it. You know what I'm saying? So again, you do not have to be the most prepared. And I am not the greatest gamer on earth. I am a questionably competent gamer at best. I mean, that's what it says on the channel title. Literally questionably competent gaming. But I do okay. And this is to show you that you can definitely do this too. Because trust me, if I can do this, yo, you can do this. I promise you that. So we're just going to tank him as much as we can right here. We got one more room left. And part of the issue with the EN06 Guardian is that you only got 3 rooms. So you get 4 chances to knock his ass out. And I held out as long as I could, trying to get some VATS criticals on him, but you're just not doing a whole lot of reflective damage here. There's only so much that you can get. Sorry, I got a little screen freeze there for a second. Anyway, let's run into this thing. I tried to put myself right next to it as best as I could. You kind of have to guess at which one is going to open next, but if you get good at it, you kind of know where you're going. The first one is the real questionable one. The next 2 you should already know, and you position yourself in between them so that you can just automatically hit one or the other. Now, it doesn't matter where I go. You know what I'm saying? Because we're about done here. So, and you can see that we are down to he's down to 25% health. So all we really got to do is get through this, and we should be good to go. I knew at this point that there was a really high chance that I was going to be able to finish him off. This is kind of how you know. Once you get through that second room, you got to be below half. Yeah, as far as his actual damage health bar is concerned, you must be below half. You like way below. You know what I'm saying? So as we start to knock down his shield, you can see that his actual life is getting knocked down pretty low too. Very helpful, because again, once this is over, there's nowhere to hide, and it's just you and him, and that's it. And once it goes, it goes. Actually, one of the times I beat it before this, I defeated him, but I defeated him right as the room was heating up, so I died, but he died, and it gave me the win, and it gave me all the stuff, but I still died. And I was pissed off, and I'm like, no, I can do better. That was my first time through. I just had it in my head that I could do better than that. So let's switch over. There we go. Switch over to the Gauss minigun. This is going to put out a lot more damage, and it's literally home stretch right now. Now, I don't know if y'all do this, but sometimes I get smashing the critical hit button so much that I don't pay attention to where my AP is, and I end up jumping because it comes out of that's critical. But I'm just waiting for it to fucking catch, and it was giving me trouble right there. I'm doing it a couple more times here. We're like right on the edge. Boom. This should be it right here. There it is. It's done. And not a second too soon. Boom. Anyways, y'all, listen. We made it through. We soloed the EN06 Guardian right there. We got some raid rewards. We did good. You can do this too. You know, get your VATS up, get your minigun, whatever else. I'm going to check you guys in the raid, y'all, and I'm going to see you guys next time, all right? Peace.